They double team Booker, take it out of his hands. The Lakers in rotation. Chris Paul back to Crowder for three. And they'll get another opportunity. Booker from deep. And Drummond controls after a couple of Phoenix misses. Almost 26 a game this year for the Suns.
That number surprised me too. The 34% as Schroeder's fouled.
Thought it was low. The lob, and Ayton got it to go over LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope off the Davis screen. Kuzma kicks it out to the corner. Caldwell Pope for three. And back comes Crowder. They got a 3-on-1. Ayton running the floor. Got the layup. Paul into the paint. Crowder for three. Got it. Had a bigger team-oriented goal on his mind during that All-Star weekend. Back the other way in transition. Schroeder.
Rim and dunked that thing.
Horton Tucker goes. Here's Crowder. Just 14 so far, Jeff. Good point. Chris Paul staring down Drummond. Crowder has to launch. Blocked by Davis. And a foul on Crowder. Just 14 so far, Jeff. Good point. Chris Paul staring down Drummond. Crowder has to launch. Blocked by Davis. And a foul on Crowder.
I was wrong.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought I had an audio problem, too, there, Mark. Crowder catch and shoot three. Back out to Johnson. Payne with another opportunity. Finally got one. Chris Paul with the ball has only taken 3 shots in the game so far. Knocked away by LeBron. They come up with the steal. Quickly to Schroeder. Drives and gets the layup.
Crowder daps him up. You don't want to overreact. He knows he made a mistake.
Caldwell Pope on the drive. Nice find to LeBron. And rebounded by the Suns. Chris Paul coming up court.
Coming out of the timeout in a zone. Phoenix.
LeBron out top into Davis at that free throw line area. Tipped up by Drummond and controlled by Chris Paul. Here come the Suns. Crowder tried to step through and drew the blocking foul. Signed a 3-year, $30 million deal during the offseason.
You know, there's no question about the greatness of Anthony Davis and how of an elite player he has been in this league and is. An excuse, and you love that about him.
Been a member of the NBA's all-defensive team several times. Crowder with the free throw line jumper. Phoenix's biggest lead of the game has been 14. James double teamed. And they turn him over. And they turn him over. Crowder stops for the three. Bridges. Here's Crowder guarded by Davis. Back to Payne. The lob for Ayton never made it. And LeBron in a rush the other way. Booker. They hit the man at the free throw line. Crowder! Butter! Here's Paul. Crowder, three. And Davis with the board. They were swept by the Lakers back in 2010.
Try the screen roll. Down low it goes. Deflected away. 2 good defensive plays for the Lakers already. LeBron lasering it in. Looked like Jay Crowder will pick up the... And the Lakers will bring it in. By the way, they lost game 1 of a couple different playoff series last year in the bubble against Portland and Houston. Long shot, 2, no. And
he has to shoot for the flagrant foul.
Yes.
That's why he's back on the floor. And Sharks will be coming in after these.
Jay Crowder was in the finals a season ago with the Miami Heat. 30-year-old, 9-year veteran out of Marquette. Plus 8 in second chance points, and they lead the rebounding battle by 7 as we go to the second. Kuzma on the fly. That was over Johnson. The rebound by Crowder.
And you're wondering what level of pain Chris Paul is in, because he's only attempted 2 shots with that 1 point and doesn't really look to be that aggressive. Great start here again for DeAndre Ayton. Perfect from the field. You mentioned the 8 points, 4 of 4. Gone 14 of 15. Wow.
Schroeder on top. 3 to fire. Lasers one in. Doubled in there. Treacherous in that paint. Drummond spun and found a lot of black jerseys.
Now LeBron on Booker.
Crowder the fake. Davis bit. 3-point try. Fought for and claimed on that baseline by Schroeder.
This is eating him being on the sideline right now.
Caldwell Pope's on Booker. Here goes Crowder. Payne open in the corner. 3. Finally gets one to drop, and Crusoe's close was late. It's Booker. The stutter step. Crowder the open triple. Rebound Caldwell Pope inside for the Lakers. Played 27 minutes on 11 shots. He's got 20. Payne, Crowder 3, late close, no. Rebound inside and another rebound, the 7th for Davis. How about in the playoffs last year in the bubble in Orlando when he played from Miami?
He was great.
He was terrific. Shot clock at 3. Here goes Caruso. Just ripped away that time by Crowder.
And they have numbers. Caruso's on the floor in the backcourt.
Here comes Booker with the floater. How about in the playoffs last year in the bubble in Orlando when he played from Miami?
He was great.
He was terrific. Shot clock at 3. Here goes Caruso. Just ripped away that time by Crowder.
And they have numbers. Caruso's on the floor in the backcourt.
Here comes Booker with the floater. And it's out to LeBron. And now he'll blast his way the other way with Kuzma at the receiving end of the pass. Now they'll set. Davis, 3. Missed it all.
Couple of big threes from Cam Johnson late, closing the gap. Book raising up for the triple, won't get it. D.A. with a one-hand rebound.
A long rebound right there. D.A. ready to get it.
Campaign connects on another triple. The Suns have knocked down 4 of their last 7.
Not seen Montrezl Harrell. There is LeBron. He's working on Ayton. And here's Crowder, who struggled with his shot. Kuzma defends. It's picked up by Caruso. Caruso on the floor with James, Drummond. Wesley Matthews is there. He had the ball, and they throw it on the side, and he's on Payne. Out to Booker. Shot clock at 2. Crowder's got a fire. Kuzma is there. A floater on the fly, and Kuzma will inhale the rebound. Payne's been terrific with 14 points in 24 minutes. Wheels around the defense and puts up a 3. And put back up and in by Crowder. Payne's been terrific with 14 points in 24 minutes. Wheels around the defense and puts up a 3. And put back up and in by Crowder. Mismatch now against Drummond with the switch. And open is Payne. And even more open is Crowder. Oh, he got it to go! Mismatch now against Drummond with the switch. And open is Payne. And even more open is Crowder. Oh, he got it to go! He now has 7. He is 2 of 2 from the line tonight, and this is to bring the Suns to within 1. It's Payne and Davis on him. It's Ayton doubled. Down, up, submarines, and kicks it out. 3, Crowder, no. And he's got double-doubles in both. Gasol, 3. And the 36-year-old center who won a championship with Toronto.
We will certainly do that. Great to have Chris with us here tonight. Everybody's going to be keeping a close eye on Chris Paul. First shot attempt by Crowder. He is fouled by Anthony Davis. The officials were going to look at this to see if it rose to the level of a flagrant. It's not the case. That was a full-on challenge by Frank Vogel. The strategy using a challenge this early in the game, partner.
Well, what's surprising about it is the games in this series have been so close. You know, challenge until later in the game unless something popped up where LeBron is going to pick up 5 or AD pick up the 5th foul and you challenge it. But of Chris Paul, that will be an indication on how he's feeling, you know, with his shoulder.
Chris Paul played in just 23 minutes in game 2. Crowder goes to the basket, and Drummond and Davis there to secure the rebound in the first 6 minutes and change here. Paul looking inside for Ayton. He just walls off Davis.
You hit the nail on the head right there in regards to turnover. Phoenix had 7 turnovers in the first quarter in game 2. Like you said, only 4 at this point.
Kaminsky with a block on Drummond. Ball moves quickly. Everybody gets a touch. Shot clock down to 3. LeBron James, a little turnaround baseline. No good.
And he's in the game right now in the second quarter.
Yeah, DNP for McLemore. Game 2 on the floor now. Crowder's got to put up a long 3 into the clock here.
Some of the damage done by the Lakers right back at him with that dunk by Ayton.
Had a beef there too. Looked like some contact. Oh, nice pass. Crowder somehow snuck that one through. Here's Schroeder working with Anthony Davis. Ayton on Schroeder. See what he wants to do with him here. Shot clock gets late to 3. That's a block by Ayton. I'm sure Ayton would like to have that over again. Here's LeBron, and Crowder was right there for him. He knew it was coming. Lakers, the #1 defensive rated team in the NBA, even with all that time missed by Davis and LeBron. One and done for Phoenix. The drought continues. Here goes LeBron. Finds Anthony Davis, and now Crowder is going to be called for a foul. Lakers by 9. Schroeder goes to work. Davis to the basket, and a foul. That's going to be Crowder again.
But this series, BA, is far from over.
LeBron gets by Crowder, and he's met by Ayton.
Matthews back to LeBron, who came all the way quickly to the side of the floor. James attacks the basket, and he gets stopped there by Ayton, and out of bounds it goes. Just under 7 minutes to play. Game 4 on ABC Sunday. Crowder looking for his first basket and gets it.
Now their goal has to be to get one in LA at some point.
Well, you got to be realistic. You want to win too, but you know if you can get one, you've done your job. Phoenix right now in transition, they see if they can convert. But here's the thing about it.
Payne at the controls. Here's Booker now, and finds the hot hand, and Payne in and out. Crowder with the offensive board. That's going to be a foul on LA. Payne at the controls. Here's Booker now, and finds the hot hand, and Payne in and out. Crowder with the offensive board. That's going to be a foul on LA. Crowder just 1 of 8 from the field tonight. He's missed all 6 of his 3-point tries. And you heard Charles Barkley at the half talk about Crowder and his at a new end-of-season price. Subscribe to NBA TV for around-the-clock access, exclusive interviews, and in-depth analysis. Lakers at one point led by 21. And the pass unable to be handled by Davis. Turnover Lakers. Crowder gives it back to Booker. Booker goes strong and scores it.
Now the Lakers.
Yeah, mark that one right at the 3-minute mark. Gives him an 11-point lead. Booker working on Schroeder. Wide open is Crowder. They need it, and they get it. Finally, Jay Crowder knocks down a 3-ball.
The pass was off target, but a terrific cut by Bridges.
And here's James. James pulls up, jumper rattles in and out, fight for the rebound. Taken by Jay Crowder.
Consecutive turnovers by the Suns. That's a formula for trouble.
Crowder stops, nice feet inside, and Ayton throws it down.
And the way he's scoring is not like the traditional way of posting up. He's putting himself in position, offensive rebounds, under the rim for drive and kicks, and then sealing on pick-and-roll situations.
And a foul call on Jay Crowder. Shot clock down to 4. Paul finds Crowder. Crowder, that's a 2-pointer. Crowder way off. He has struggled from the perimeter. Chris Paul down low against Schroeder. Throws it back up top. Crowder. Crowder tries a 3-pointer. That one way short. They need him desperately. And hopefully he can just keep getting better and better. James, long 3-pointer. That won't go. Crowder the rebound. 36 years old, playing against LeBron James in the playoffs for the first time in their careers, these two pals. As Crowder gets to the rim, banks one home. And the Suns back up by 1. Suns were the best road team in the NBA this season at 24-12. Caruso's shot is short. Crowder ahead to Booker. Paul to Crowder. Cross court Johnson. Johnson's had some good looks, and that one goes down. He was 1 for 4. Has not played a lot so far. Didn't play games 1 and 2 of this series. As Crowder goes inside, bank shot is good. Jay Crowder, his second drive to the bucket. Dennis Schroeder on the drive, flips it up, blocked. As Crowder deflects it out. And James was with Cleveland. Drummond with the left hand, can't get it to fall. He thought he was hit. Ayton the rebound. The Suns bench yelling, push the ball. Crowder, open three. That's good. And boy, does that have to feel good for Jay Crowder. McLemore fires again. That one an air ball. He thought he got hit.
And Antetokounmpo had one for the ages. You don't play with your food.
And Crowder knocks down the three-pointer, his second three after all the struggles. I remember Micah coming on some of the trips with you when he was like 5 or 6 years old. It's hard to believe he's a college graduate. What a terrific young man.
High school.
I admire the humility. We don't see that often. Crowder misses the three. James stolen by Payne. James gets it back. Caruso up to James for the slam. Crowd up top. Bridges an open look. That three-pointer is good, and it's back to a one-point game. And Caruso comes out, dribbles a couple of times on his knees, throws it ahead to James. Now to Kuzma. Kuzma up. Shot won't go. I think he was trying to decide between an alley-oop and a shot there. Booker, nice fake. Davis the spin, kicks it back out. Kuzma up top to James. James in the corner. Davis corner three-pointer. James the offensive rebound. Finds Davis, runs up. As Booker down the other end. A slight limp and a grimace from Anthony Davis. Bridges knocks down the three. And Davis is hurt right now. Devin Booker 15 points to lead all scores. Misses that one, gets his own rebound. Back out Crowder. Long three-pointer from Crowder. And a foul called on Kyle Kuzma on the three-point attempt. It makes such a huge difference. So 3 free throws for Crowder as we check in with Rachel.
Well, AD is still in the back getting worked on. As for Chris Paul, good news for the Suns. Monty Williams told me he thought Chris had a better range of motion in that first half.
Well, Chris Paul has not been himself the last couple of games. Looks much better tonight. Anthony Davis has been terrific the last couple of games. And now he's back in the locker room while the third quarter goes on. Crowder a three. 8 in the offensive rebound, and he's fouled as he went to go back up, but they're going to say it's on the floor. So James tonight, 11 points, or this afternoon, I should say. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Caruso gets inside, flips it up off the glass, won't go. Crowder with a rebound. For 4 teams in 6 years, and has found, again, a nice niche with this club. Crowder takes it away from James, and here comes Cameron Payne.
One dribble like he did just there.
Kuzma blocked from behind. Torrey Craig, nice rejection. Here comes Crowder. Bumps into Morris, lays it up and in. Jay Crowder in double figures with 14.
A big play by Devin Booker. Not just a scorer anymore, but a playmaker.
James drives and grabbed from behind by Crowder. James takes exception, has some words. Ball to inbound. Crowder fakes, fires, three-pointer. Wow. 17th rebound for DeAndre Ayton. Bridges out to Crowder. Crowder for three. Bang! Jay Crowder from downtown. And they're just wisely using the clock in their favor right now. Paul the dribble back out Crowder. Crowder tries another three. Rebound Chris Paul.
He laces one through from 3, and it's a 5-point lead for the Lakers. Crowder outside, his 3-0. He came alive in game 4.
But getting out in pace, easy baskets in transition, a must for Phoenix before this Laker defense sets up.
Crowder with a 3. Frank Kaminsky is checked in for the first time, stands up top, works on Gasol, gyrates for the shot.
Almost daring the Lakers to shoot it from the perimeter where they have struggled all series.
Crowder 3.
And right now 3 for 12 from the three-point line, 25% for the Lakers.
Crowder triple. Doubled by McLemore. Screen. And outside it goes. Crowder with a 3. Gordon Tucker's on Paul. Chris is 3 of 7. Lasers one in to Bridges, kicks it outside. Crowder for 3.
7 seconds or less. He used to say the ball finds energy. Well, right now tonight, the Suns have all the energy. They're whipping the ball around, playing unselfish, and just textbook offense here on display. You know, it's just puzzling right here. I did not see this coming whatsoever.
Step back 3, Crowder. They had been without Anthony Davis for 30 games. Had LeBron for some of the time he was out. 3, Crowder, no. And Booker's got the ball on the rebound with 28 points and 6 Rebounds, and Crowder uncorks a three.
Took him to a game at Duke versus North Carolina in Cameron, and we're sitting behind the bench, and he has a notepad taking notes while watching Coach K.
They bring in Payne, a journeyman who had played in the G League in China and some other teams in the NBA. Drummond with the pick and roll, Schroeder the feed and a foul. Vogel told us in game 5, so Gasol will get the start. Here comes Paul. No changes for the Phoenix Suns. Crowder free to fire. It's a three for Phoenix.
A lot of expectations that he's going to come out and be aggressive offensively, but early on, just testing the water, seeing where his teammates are.
Wow! Crowder's hit his second three to start this game.
Keeping the Lakers on the perimeter where they've struggled shooting the basketball all series.
One thing they don't want to let them do either is get set up in that half-court defense three. Good! Crowder's hit one more. To have a team come in the first round and beat a defending champ on their home floor hasn't happened. And then there's one more wrinkle with this as Schroeder uncorks a three. Davis is inside. Crowder beats him to the rebound. Here comes LeBron, averaging the fewest points per game going back to 2011. The playoff numbers for him. He's got Ayton, and it's a three. With the Crowder rebound picked up by Paul. The 17-point lead is the biggest tonight for the Suns. Crowder began with 3 consecutive threes. He'll unlatch one right here, and picked up by James.
Anything happened in that game 5 that was positive? He had 15 points, many of which in the second half. So wonder if he can continue to be aggressive.
Kuzma there. Here's Gasol. Caldwell Pope and Schroeder, the 5 for LA. They try to go inside. It's picked off there by Crowder. 29 right now. Only Phoenix Sun in double figures. LeBron down low. He's got 11. He's 7 of 3. There's a shot by Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here comes James. Met by Ayton. Now by Booker. 3 LeBron. Rebound by Crowder.
He spaces the floor, a guy who can shoot threes as a center, but a beautiful passer.
Crowder with a 3. Got it again. He's got 4.
And Lakers defense disruptive, causing some turnovers. The Suns were able to get whatever they wanted on the offensive end in the first half, and exactly what the Lakers need to get back into this game.
Matthews knocked it away. Crowder picks it up. 2 to fire. Ayton couldn't get it off his fingertips and ricochets out of bounds. 2:48 to go. It's Schroeder. Inside LeBron. Got free. Held by Crowder. No call. LeBron's on Paul. Booker now picked up by both. He and Matthews. Crowder. 3. Good! Big time 3 by Jay Crowder. 2:48 to go. It's Schroeder. Inside LeBron. Got free. Held by Crowder. No call.
And I'll tell you what, we are not accustomed to seeing that. LeBron James inside getting rejected as many times as has happened in this series. And Crowder, great defense.
Paul outside. And teeing one up is Crowder with another 3.
Slide and cruise here to the finish line.
Out to Crowder, another 3. Rebound by Horton Tucker, then lost it to Cam Johnson. And LeBron with about 50 to go, and down with a 3 here. And Wesley Matthews puts it up and off